All right, so Argentina culture. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the parks in Argentina, which was one of the main things we wanted to see. We love seeing the free stuff when there's time, and so we scouted out the parks on the map, tried to figure out where they were, and tried to go to them. So the Japanese park, it had this nice secret garden thing at night. We didn't end up going at night, but it was a very nice, pretty place, a lot of trees, kind of like the Dallas Arboretum at home. So we searched through there. We went to Palermo, where there was a nice park with a lot of skating, a lot of different things. There was a car thing that people pedaled, and you could walk around, you could run, you could rent bikes, you could rent roller skates. So that was really cool. There were so many parks in that area. I almost forgot to tell you about the Aeroparque. The Aeroparque was a zoo at one time, but then there were initiatives to try to get rid of zoos, and now it's like an open, non-admission zoo. So you go in and suddenly you see these creatures, and I don't even know what these creatures are called, but they were just wandering about, and there were other types of creatures there, and it was just a beautiful landscape, some cool structures and buildings, and a lot of these little creatures. They also had a giraffe, but we can see that back at home. So it was a cool place to be. One thing that you need to know about Argentina is don't expect toilet paper in the bathroom. That was a frustrating experience, standing in line multiple places and finding that there was no toilet paper in the stall, but also there was no place to hold toilet paper in the stall. And sometimes there was a common toilet paper dispenser in the bathroom that everybody could use from, but not in this bathroom, and not in the bathroom that we went to in Tigre. In fact, they had a person guarding the bathroom who maintained it, and you were supposed to leave a tip, but there was no toilet paper. So how can you leave a tip when there is no toilet paper? Sienna had to go poo. I did not have any spare toilet paper or paper in my backpack, so I had to use some paper flyers, and we wiped her when we got home. That was frustrating. We went to Park Centario first. It wasn't anything really special, but a place for the kids to play. This kid nominated Jab to be his swing pusher, and he looked so sad and pitiful when he started to leave. The kids really liked Park Rivadavia, which we went to a couple times. I heard from one of my readers it's a good place to go run, but it's actually 0.25 miles around, and there's a lot of people, so it's not a great place to go run. Another reader ended up telling me it's not a safe place to run. But I later found out about the Costanera Ecological Reserve, which is a dirt path with some trees. It's beautiful, but you can end up running around a river. I ran 6 miles about through that. There's also along 1/4 of a mile, this long trail that you can walk up and down and go run through there. There were some great places around Palermo that a lot of people were running. Never got to make it over there and have the time to run though, because it was kind of far from our place. There was a park south of the church that I found out about. It has a pretty good running area. I ended up running down to it and then back to the church, and it was about 4 miles. Had a nice track nearby that a lot of runners were running on. This was a day that my knees hurt, and I didn't realize it was because I had hit them earlier in Tigre on a bus stop. I didn't get to run like I wanted to, but still it had some nice scenic views, a good castle building nearby. And when you have the kids, it was a nice other place for the kids to play. I guess that sums up the parks around the city, but John told us about República de los Niños, which is a park for kids, and it's like a little town for kids, he said, with a church and everything. He took us there, and he stayed with us so that he could take pictures and tell us about different things. The kids rode a boat with Johnny Depp yelling about treasure, and so that was kind of fun. They had a nice stadium and a lot of different, like a courtroom, a lot of different things to look at. So it was really cool going there, getting to know John a little bit better. And I guess that sums up our park experience in Argentina. We also went out to Tigre for a day. That was a train ride, which we had to go to Retiro train station. Retiro is a beautiful train station. We wished that we could have gotten more pictures, but we were afraid we'd miss the train. And it ends up being kind of like First Monday once you get out there. A lot of crafts markets. I was thinking maybe we could find some souvenirs there, but we aren't big crafts markets people, so ended up being, I kind of wish we went to Tierra Santa that day instead. Especially since I injured my knees. I wasn't looking, and there was this bus stop that had a pole right where people's knee level was. The first time I passed it, I was like, oh gosh, that looks dangerous. The second time I passed it, I was thinking about something else, and I hit it. And at first I was okay, but a couple days later my knees were hurting, and I was blaming the city streets, just feeling like it must be paved or something here. But Jab reminded me I hit that thing. We did get Waffles del Mundo out there, which they had a lot of those. They have waffle pizza and some waffle things, but they had waffles with ice cream and strawberries and dulce de leche and chocolate. Jab and Sienna wanted cotton candy, so we bought them some, and then I said, I don't want to leave without trying that. So we bought one for us, and wish we would have gotten more, but we're going to try to host something like that for our friends down here, just as a memoir, because it was nice. That sums up our park experience in Argentina.